Don't be talking to me crazy. Don't be talking to me crazy. Don't be talking to me crazy. Don't be talking to me crazy.
We got a new city unlocked, backpackers and backpackheads. That is Santa Marta, Colombia. This overlooked city is definitely a city to consider, especially if you're tired of the lifestyle that Medellin and Cartagena provides. Number one being that it's a lot cheaper than the previous two cities that I just mentioned. At the same time, it offers you that peace of mind that you're just not gonna get going to a big city. So if you find yourself interested in the city of Santa Marta, or you miss your boy Backpack Val in his videos, hit one on the chat if you miss your boy Backpack Val in his videos. This is the video that you do want to watch, where we talk all things Santa Marta, like what and where is Santa Marta, things to know before going, is Santa Marta safe or dangerous, where to stay, such as neighborhoods and lodging accommodations. I'm also going to discuss with you guys a few things to do, and to top it off, pause, I'm going to give you guys my rating and why. Note, I'm going to make a separate video going more in depth on every topic discussed. But for the sake of this video and the time limit, I'm going to try to go through this as fast as possible. No, I said I'm going to try. All right, backpackers, I hope you guys got a notebook and a pen, because your boy, Professor Backpack Val, is about to give you a little history lesson. So, I'll have you know that Santa Marta is Colombia's oldest city. Founded in 1525, I need you guys to remember that date for later on. It's also the fourth largest city inside this Caribbean region. This goes right behind Barranquilla, Cartagena, and Soledad. Now, what makes this port city so unique is its positioning, as it sits right in between the Caribbean Sea and the Sierra Nevada mountains, the largest mountain range adjacent to a coast. Now, this aspect alone, this adds so much versatility onto the city of Cartagena, because there's just a wide range of things to enjoy. It lies 2 hours north of Barranquilla, 4 hours north of CTG, and it is easily accessible by bus. So don't take a plane coming from those two cities. That's just a dumb idea. Also, there are no direct flights from Barranquilla to Santa Marta or Cartagena to Santa Marta. You have to take the bus. Stop being bougie. Just do it. Now, as versatile of a vacation spot Santa Marta is, it is still best enjoyed with a companion. What's good, y'all? The vast majority of tourists that do come here are Colombians from other cities. They come by way of families, couples, group trips amongst friends, and for the most part, whether you believe it or not, but a trip to Santa Marta is pretty much a big deal over here. Most Colombians offer Santa Marta as opposed to Cartagena because of the better beaches, the excursions, and the affordability. Don't get me wrong, you'll still come across tourists from other parts of Latin America, Europeans as well, and Americans. However, as far as Black Americans such as myself, trust me, I've been to this place 4 times. I have not seen another Black person aside from myself. I felt like, I was lone wolfing out here, y'all. Now, that's not to say, Black people don't come here. But hopefully after this video, things will change, right? Now, as mentioned previously, Santa Marta is located on Colombia's Caribbean coast, AKA, it's hot and humid as hell, so please pack accordingly. But also keep in mind that you want to bring a sweater or two with you, just in case you plan to go to Minca, which you better plan to go to Minca when you're out there at Santa Marta, or else, I apologize, yo. Sometimes I just get a little too emotional. But for those of you who are interested in going to Santa Marta, I have you know that the best time to go is from January to July. Outside of that span, you're gonna come across a lot of rain, and I'm talking a lot of rain. I remember my first time in Santa Marta, that was in August of 2021. I kid you not, it rained more times than it didn't. Last tidbit as far as things to know before going. Without saying too much, it ain't like Santa Marta's Medellin or Cartagena, you feel me? So it might be worth skipping out on if that's what you came for. And that's just saying with the observation of the eye, I'm not saying it ain't there, but it definitely does pale in comparison to those two cities if that's what you're looking for. Now, forget what everyone else is saying. It's your boy Backpack Val talking. As far as Santa Marta is concerned, you have 2 options as far as neighborhoods to stay at. One being Centro Histórico, number 2, is Rodadero, not a must. Forget about Taganga and forget about Haida. Forget about Haida altogether. We're not doing that. Centro Histórico is the epicenter of Santa Marta's cultural history and nightlife, especially as you get close to Parque de los Novios. The closer you are to that park, the better. If you have to walk more than 15 minutes to reach the park, you may be a little bit too far. Consider Centro Histórico if you're coming solo or with a companion. Also, you want to be closer to the action where there's a lot of variety, such as restaurants, bars, and nightclubs and all. This is exactly where you want to be. Now, here's a little note. It does get noisy at the nighttime, so if you're early or light sleeper, look nearby Parque de los Novios instead of inside. Rodadero, on the other hand, is Santa Marta's most modern neighborhood. Here, you're going to find the high-rises. This place reminds me of a poor man's Boca Grande for those of you who've been to Cartagena before. If you want to be by a beach, daytime or nighttime, it doesn't really matter because the scene is active no matter what, believe me. Also, from Rodadero, you can take what's called a taxi marino to the more nicer beaches around the area. So you consider Rodadero if you're coming with family or if you're just a beach lover. The Airbnbs that I stayed in were all in Centro Histórico, inside or a few minutes away from Parque de los Novios. One thing you'll notice is that after you book your reservations via Airbnb, the host will most likely send you an external link to verify yourself and the guests that you'll be bringing. This runs in accordance with the law. I know some people are gasping right now, but trust me, y'all, this is put in place to protect you. Besides, if you're that concerned, there are plenty of ways to work around it, but it's for you to figure out when you get here, because honestly, I'm not trying to discuss that. So if you are having trouble looking for Airbnbs, look no further. Here are the places I stayed in, starting with number 1, Casa del Rio. Casa del Rio was a 3-minute walk from Parque de los Novios. Rooms range from $50 to $100. Prices fluctuate during the holiday season. I like the entire design of this part in the building. The aesthetic is pretty cool. Gives me a feel like I'm in a tropical forest or something. 2 pools in the lobby that look like decorations but were actually pools when I asked. And they had a cozy ass rooftop with 2 more pools and a sauna. Now, the apartments themselves looked as presented, which took me for a pleasant surprise. The pictures provided on Airbnb weren't deceptive. And I love the fact that every apartment came with its own washer, which is super clutch in a hot and humid ass city like this. Last thing to note, this isn't a smoke-free apartment, but you can use the rooftop or your balcony if it isn't facing the apartment lobby. Number 2, we have 1525. Now, students, backpackers, backpackers, can y'all tell me why this number is important again? Aside from the fact that this was when Santa Marta was founded, this hotel sits directly inside Parque de los Novios, meaning that you're going to be in the thick of the action. I stayed in a quote-unquote luxurious studio loft, which was a lot bigger in person, again, taken by a pleasant surprise. That came with its own private pool, which was the biggest draw to me. But my 2 biggest knocks to this place was that there was no washer and that there was no rooftop, which is a big waste of a building space because there would have been nothing better than an aerial bird's eye view of Parque de los Novios from that hotel. And for my smokers, as long as you just keep the smoke outside in the pool area, you'll be fine. Lastly, it's worthy to note that I paid $410 for 4 days for my time here. Things to do in Santa Marta. My favorite part of the video, but also the most stressful part, guys, because honestly, I don't know where to start. But forget it. You know what? Start with the aquarium and Playa Blanca tour. This 2-in-1, make this the first thing you do on your first morning in Santa Marta. This trip only costs 134,000 pesos, and it comes with round-trip transportation, complimentary lunch. The price is cheaper without lunch, and honestly, worth looking into because the food is so damn good out there. I can't even lie. So just carry cash with you when you're on this trip. The experience, all in all, I can't hold you. It shattered my expectations because at first I really had no interest in going, but my tour guide, which I'm going to mention him later, he convinced me, and I'm glad he did because the footage I got was, look at it, y'all. It was amazing. It was amazing. They had a cool little dolphin show to start it off. It was like I was in SeaWorld. It was dope, I can't lie. And you'll also see a lot of species of fish swimming around their separate quarters after disembarking the boat. And just when I thought it couldn't get any more impressive, here comes the aquarium, y'all. I was seeing all types of fish. What I like the most is that the aquarium was semi-panoramic. I could see fish swimming on every single angle except from underneath me. Now, after that whole experience is done, that taxi marino is then going to send you to Playa Blanca. This beach, in my opinion, though it has nice waters, it gives off a secluded vibe, being that behind this beach lies nothing, as you can see from footage provided by drone alone. Despite all that, the beach is still very highly attended. That's mainly because the waters, like I said before, they're pretty beautiful, and there's lots of things that you can do here. Let's take zip lining, for example, which cost me around 65,000 pesos. I don't remember how much, but it wasn't expensive at all. And jet skiing, which is around the same price. And if you create content, there's a guy that takes a drone video of you while jet skiing. You want to do that for the footage. You also want to make sure that you have footage for the zip lining thing too. You want to make the most out there when you're out there. Now, after you've done enjoyed yourself with the zip lining, the jet skiing, and the swimming, before you leave, go grab some grub. You want to utilize that complimentary lunch pass, or if you're feeling for something different, go buy some damn food out there, but do not leave Playa Blanca without getting some grub. One more info in regards to Playa Blanca, or you want to book a reservation, I'll give you my guy Julian's number now. Julian is an interesting guy, and that's to say the least, because his energy is never below 1 to 10%. You swear he's coked up. But the truth is, because he's very passionate and knowledgeable at his job, and his prices are very competitive, and that's my most favorite thing about this gig. Later on the night, you want to go back to Rodadero and ride what's called the Chiva, aka the party bus. This tour costs me around 60,000 pesos once again, and the prices vary as to how Colombian you are and how much Spanish you actually know. If Spanish isn't your first language, then please let someone else do the talking. Shut your freaking mouth. This tour takes you around the city, dancing and partying under some serious knots with a little phone exchange on the side. It's definitely a fun experience. However, if you're in the bus with some squares, then brace yourself for mid-trip. Assuming that this is your second day, right? You definitely want to utilize that opportunity to do a daytime walking tour. You could get one for free by Airbnb or viator.com. You could also just find a random walking tour like out in the streets, and you can just tag along with them. If you want something that's more privatized, you can hit up my guy Juan. Like I said, I'm gonna drop his number in the comments below, and you guys could set something up with him. Later on that night though, which will be the third thing to do on this list, right? You have to attend the all-white party in Isla Inca. I'm not gonna hold you. That all-white party was fun as hell. Partying on a secluded beach in the nighttime wasn't something on my itinerary, but I'm glad I did it regardless. It was only 128 pesos per person that covers round-trip transportation and your entry fee. This experience about, 4 hours long with no dull moment in between. Me being a part-time event planner, I was very impressed with the entire production of this event. The performances were dope and served as fitting for its audience. The MCs had more energy than a preacher on semen retention. And at one point, they had the whole entire party, and yes, the entire party, lit out their freaking skulls. Chat, y'all think I'm lying? Look. Talking about exceeding expectations, the all-white party was just one of those ones. The all-white parties happen every day, and there are many agencies that provide this service. Like I said earlier, go to Julian or go to Tex Marino, and they'll set you up. Now forgive me here, I believe I lost track. I believe this is the fourth thing to do on the list, right? Anyhow, you're gonna go to Backpack Val's most favorite place in all of Colombia, and that is a half-day trip to Minca. A half-day trip to Minca, let me tell you something, is the most must thing you have to do when you're out here. It's so not funny, like if you go to Santa Marta without visiting Minca, you deserve to get slapped in your face. I'm being so for real. Now, 45 minutes away from Santa Marta lies Minca, the gateway to the Sierra Nevada mountains and the Lost City. We're not gonna talk about the Lost City in this video though. I don't even know where to start, bro. I don't know where to start. First things first, you need transportation to go up to the mountain itself. You can challenge yourself by renting your own ATV like I did, or a motorbike. That cost me 450,000 pesos. I probably got Gringo grease. However, sometimes it's not always about getting the cheapest price. Sometimes it's just simply letting you guys know what I paid for it. or you can just take a motor taxi to and from the Sierra Nevada mountains, which comes around 60,000 pesos. I feel like I say the word 60,000 pesos a lot in this video, but believe me, that those are the prices. I'm not making it up. Places to visit while you're inside the Sierra Nevada. First things first, Pozo Azul is the most accessible site by foot. It's a main secluded waterfall, children friendly. Here you can just relax and submerge yourself in the environment. The spot is nice, but it's a little hike to get there, and it's a little challenging maneuver once you do arrive. Even just getting around Pozo Azul is somewhat, of a challenge, so make sure you're fit for that. After that, you're gonna go straight to Hostel Sierra Minka. This place offers the best viewpoints in all of Colombia, in my opinion. Colombia is a country that is home of the viewpoints. You're not gonna get a better viewpoint than the one at Hostel Sierra Minka. At that point of the hostel, you are so goddamn high, you can see the town of Minka from there. One thing that I like about Hostel Sierra Minka is that it's very Instagram friendly, aka picturesque. This place also offers lodging and day passes. Day passes starting at my favorite number, 60,000 pesos, which includes lunch. And while you're here, you're definitely gonna take the time out to go ziplining, right? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because why would you miss out on an opportunity to zipline across the Sierra Nevada mountains? You're not gonna get a more exhilarating zipline in Colombia as opposed to that. The ziplining does cost, once again, 60,000 pesos, which takes you across 3 different platforms. The second one being the most crazy one. Take my word for it. You're out there in Hostel Sierra Minka. If you're not gonna be there overnight, you definitely wanna take the opportunity to go ziplining before you leave. Lastly, you have one more option to take. You gotta keep in mind that it's only a half a day in Santa Marta. The sun does go down fairly fast. So you either have Cascada Marinka or Ojo del Mundo. I'll tell you right now, Cascada Marinka is the choice that you wanna go with without a freaking doubt. Now, I do have to warn y'all that if you do not like walking, you might want to reconsider this location because the walk is pretty dreadful. It's not like the moto can drop you right in front of the waterfall. No. They drop you off at a point and then you have to walk like 15 minutes up a hill to get there. But I promise you, when you get there, you're gonna forget all about that dreadful walk because the waterfalls are nothing short of breathtaking. And trust, within the first 5 minutes, you're probably gonna go out for another swim again, right? However, just keep in mind that you're probably gonna have an hour more or less to enjoy yourself while you're out there because it gets done fairly quick, like I mentioned earlier. So you wanna make sure by sunset, you're already en route to Minka from the Sierra Nevada mountains. Still looking for things to do? Well, if you still have room in that itinerary, then I definitely suggest Labyrinth of Macondo, or what is called the Macondo Labyrinth. This maze sits right across from Tayrona National Park, which we're not gonna get to on today's video, and Mendy Walker Beach Club. The price was, I wanna avoid saying because y'all gonna kill me. Y'all just gonna kill me, man. But it was 60,000 pesos. And my only advice for y'all, when y'all get there and start the maze, follow the damn map. I wasted an hour of my life disregarding the map and it led me absolutely nowhere. Just, oh my gosh, this labyrinth was testing the hell out of my patience. I'm getting pissed off just thinking about it right now. But if you decide to dedicate yourself to the map from the beginning, this course should take you no longer than 30 minutes to complete. Safety talk time. Is Santa Marta safe or is it dangerous? An FAQ that I get asked quite often. But to tell you the truth, that is not an easy question to give you a straightforward answer to. And here's why. Because if you go there 9 times out of 10, you're gonna come out unscathed, unbothered. However, being that it is Colombia at the end of the day, and no offense, all principles still do apply. No dark papaya, meaning don't be flashy, or pilas, be alert. All those rules still remain in play at the end of the day. Especially at the nighttime, because that's when it can happen to you. Because at the end of the day, you can still get shot, robbed, scoped, or killed. Kilt, YouTube, I say kilt, K-I-L-T. Just type in Santa Marta Dangerous on your YouTube search bar and you'll come across all sorts of scary stories. Now, I'm not trying to deter anyone from going. Hell no. Wouldn't that be counterproductive to this video that I'm trying to make? I'm just trying to put you guys in the proper headspace before you make a decision going out there. Because at the end of the day, Santa Marta isn't that much different from the next Colombian city in terms of danger. My rating, drum roll please. I give Santa Marta a 3.8 out of 5 stars. Here are my drawbacks. 1, I hate the amount of stray dogs I see. They are extremely malnourished and they appear to be on the brink of death. Many dogs don't even belong in this environment. I would love for local government to step in and make a change regarding this situation. My second knock is that while Santa Marta is still a developing city, many of its infrastructure does appear to be worn out and antiquated. My third knock is that this city should be a lot cleaner than it is currently presented. Please, y'all, please dispose of y'all trash. Because when you walk around this city, you'll come across random unpleasant smells ever so often. Fourth knock is that even though this city does have an existing nightlife, you'll find that things do close rather early, even on the weekends. And for my last knock, for the guys who care, I really don't give a fuck, but I'd feel remiss if I didn't mention it anyway. The Samarios, or the women of Santa Marta, they do not look nearly as good as the women from Cartagena, Barranquilla, Medellin, definitely not Medellin, and definitely not Cali. Like, I'd put them in last place in terms of looks go. So if you like this video or found this video somewhat resourceful, then please hit that like button, for I felt like I deserved it. And if you hadn't already, subscribe to your boy Backpack Val too, because there's gonna be a lot more Santa Marta heat coming within these few weeks. Believe me on that one. So those are all my thoughts. What are yours? If you've been to Santa Marta before, did you hate it? Did you love it? Please share your experience with me down on the comments below. And for those of y'all that have never been to Santa Marta before, what are your thoughts? Do you see yourself attending this place within the near future? Yes, no, maybe so. Let your bro know in the comments below. It's your boy, Backpack Val, back at it again with another video as it pertains to anything and everything travel related.
Don't be talking to me crazy. Don't be talking to me crazy. Don't be talking to me crazy. Don't be talking to me crazy.